Hey folks, today I'm going to be making Cajun boiled peanuts. Now my good buddy Russ over at Smoky Ribs, he's a big fan of boiled peanuts, and he has made them in the past, and he's always told me that it takes forever. The last time he made them, it took over 8 hours to make boiled peanuts because these are raw peanuts and they've been dehydrated, and they just take a long time to actually cook down to where they're tender enough to where you can eat them and then soak up a lot of this flavor. And he was actually asking me about trying to do this, make the Cajun boiled peanuts in a pressure cooker. So I started thinking about it, I started experimenting with it, and this is what I came up with. I tried some different combinations of the seasonings and stuff, and this is what I've come up with. So this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm starting with 8 cups of water, and I've got my my Instapot on saute, so the water is heated up, the water is boiling, and I'm gonna, because what I want to do is I want to add the seasonings and get that dissolved before I put the peanuts in. So I've got 8 cups of boiling water. I've got a half a cup of Cajun crab boil, shrimp boil, whatever you want to call it. You can use your favorite brand. This just happens to be one of my favorites. And then a 1/4 cup of sea salt, not kosher salt, sea salt. And then 2 tablespoons of the liquid crab boil or crawfish boil. This stuff is potent. This is 2 tablespoons. If you want this spicier, you could add 3 or 4 or whatever to your liking. But I found for me, 2 tablespoons was about right. So I just want to get this all dissolved. It should just take a few minutes, so stay tuned. Okay, this is dissolved. I'm going to add the peanuts. This is 1 pound of raw peanuts that I've washed and drained really good, because you want to wash off if there's any excess dirt or anything like that. So I'm just going to add this pound of peanuts. I'm going to put a top on. I'm going to turn off the saute. I want to set this for the meat or stew setting, because this is going to be for pressure. And I want to up this to 1 hour or 60 seconds or 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes. And I'm going to let this go for 1 hour, and then I'm going to turn it off and then let it steep for another hour. So stay tuned with me. And I just have to say something about pressure cookers. A lot of people are kind of afraid to use them because they think they're dangerous, but they're really not if you take care of them. One thing is, make sure that the seal is really good, it's intact, it's not worn or anything like that, the rubber gasket seal, and that you can look through the venting hole. I hold it up to the light to make sure that I can see through it, because if that venting hole is clogged, you will have a problem. So I'm just going to let this go for an hour, and then stay tuned and let it. After the hour, I'll bring you back, and then we'll let it soak for another hour, and then let's see how well these peanuts taste. So stay tuned again. That's been 1 hour pressure cooking, so I'm just going to turn it off. And let those peanuts soak for an hour. And then in 1 hour, we'll try it. We'll see how they turn out. So stay tuned. 60 minutes of soaking. Pressure is released. So now let's try these Cajun boiled peanuts. Oh, it smells good. Man, that's burning my nose. A few more. Okay, I'm just going to let these cool down a little bit and then give them a try. Okay, let's give these peanuts a try. This is a big one. Let's try this big one. Mmm. Gotta try another one. Look at that. Perfectly done. They're nice and tender. They're nice and tender, but they're not mushy. I've talked to several other people from Mississippi and people who are more familiar with boiled peanuts than I am, and they said they don't like them when they're really mushy. They like them, you know, a little bit of a texture. You know, they're nice and soft. They're not hard. And these, I think, turned out really good. Nice amount of seasoning for what I like. Like I said, if you like them spicier, add some more of that liquid crab oil. There you go. 2 hours in a pressure cooker, Cajun boiled peanuts. So thanks for watching, folks.